Hey there, we're back with chapter 1. I know that seems weird, a book having 2 chapter 1s, but the second chapter 1 of It's a First Day of School Forever. So chapter 1. I stopped screaming a few seconds before the alarm went off. The loud buzz startled me and I fell out of bed. I landed hard on the wood floor. My head hit the floor and it bounced once or twice. I actually saw stars, just like in the cartoons. I tried to blink away the pain that throbbed throughout my head, and I tried to make the room stop spinning. Before I could pull myself up, Mom walked into my room. "Artie, what are you doing down on the floor?" she asked. "I can't believe it," I muttered. "How could I fall out of bed 2 mornings in a row?" Mom stared hard at me. "And I hit my head again," I said. She walked over and helped pull me to my feet. "You're just nervous about your first day of school," she said. "Huh?" I tugged down my pajama shirt and I squinted at her. "First day? Did you forget yesterday?" "What was yesterday?" Mom asked. "Sunday." "What about Sunday?" "Yesterday was the first day of school," I insisted. She rubbed my hair. "Oh, Artie, I think that you hit your head really a little too hard. You know that today's the first day of school." She picked up a pile of dirty clothes that I'd tossed on the floor. "Now hurry up and get dressed. Your brother is already downstairs. I'm making waffles." I watched her carry the clothes out of my room. "We had waffles yesterday morning," I said to myself. I reached up and I felt the side of my hair. Not sticky. I stood there without moving for a long moment, trying to get my thoughts together. So, my first day at Aardvark Middle School had all been a dream. A nightmare because I was stressed out about starting at a new school. It all seemed so real though, so painfully real. But today was the actual first day of school. How did that make me feel? Well, awesome. That had been the worst, most frightening, most horrifying day of my life, and it hadn't happened. None of it was real. Yahoo! I could just let out a happy cheer. I did a crazy dance around my room. I was getting a fresh start, a whole new beginning to my school year. What to wear on the first day? I'd spent hours thinking about it, but I just couldn't decide. 2 days before, I spread all my t-shirts out on the bed. Which was the coolest? None of them? I definitely needed new t-shirts. Finally, I picked a black t-shirt that just said t-shirt across the front. It was pretty funny, I thought. I pulled it down over my jeans. I picked up my phone. The little battery up in the corner was blinking. No power. But didn't I just power it up yesterday? I guessed I was still mixed up because of all that very real dream. Oh well, plenty of time to power it up while I'm having breakfast. I found the charger, I stuck it into the phone, and then I jammed the plug into the outlet near my floor. And zap! Electricity jolted through my body. I did a wild dance around the room. My arms thrashed in the air, out of control. Didn't the same thing happen in my dream? I could still feel the current rushing through me as I hurried down to the kitchen for breakfast. Dad had already left for work. Mom was pouring herself a cup of coffee. Wowzer was at his usual place beneath the table. He spent his whole life waiting for someone to drop some food on the floor. My 5-year-old brother Eddie was already at the table, digging his fork deep into a stack of syrup-covered toaster waffles. "Morning, Piggy," I said. He burped in reply. Eddie has one major talent. He can burp whenever he wants to, and his burps are totally wet and disgusting. "Waffles again?" I said to my mom. She squinted at me as she took a sip from her coffee mug. "Again? What do you mean?" "Well, didn't we have them yesterday?" I replied. Eddie laughed. "We had cereal, remember? I spilled my milk." "We haven't had toaster waffles in weeks," Mom said. "Oh, right," I replied. I sat down across from Eddie. He swung his hand over and knocked over his orange juice glass. A river of orange juice came washing over to my side. I jumped up. It had almost gotten orange juice stains on my jeans. Eddie laughed. Then he burped again. I rolled my eyes. "You are so not funny." Mom wiped up the orange juice. Artie, don't forget your dentist appointment after school, she said. Bring your cell phone. Take the bus to the dentist and call me when you get there. The toaster at the end of the table popped. I grabbed 2 waffles and I dropped them onto my plate. They burned my fingers, but they smelled really good. I reached for the syrup bottle. Eddie reached for it at the same time. More syrup, he grunted, and he squeezed the bottle. Thick brown syrup sprayed up from the bottle. Oh no, I uttered a cry. I tried to duck out of the way, but a thick glob of syrup landed in my hair. This can't be happening, I shrieked. I jumped away from the table. Too late. I felt the sweet, sticky goo sliding down the side of my head, and I felt it trickle onto the shoulder of my t-shirt. I reached my hand up and I slid along my hair. Now my hand was sticky and wet too. Mom, I cried, help me, you've got to help me. Artie, calm down, she said quickly. It's only syrup. No, you don't understand, I stammered. My dream, the horrible nightmare I had about my first day of school. I think it's coming true. And I'll see you next time with the next chapter.